Curious to see every single thing that a family of 6 buys in a typical month? Well, welcome to this week's video. I'm Kristen here at Joyfully Thriving, and this is the highlight reel of all my grocery shopping. I do share an in-depth grocery haul every Thursday here on my channel where I go into all the details and share all the deals, so you can grab some of those too. But once a month, I do a quick overview and recap. I share the dates. I share every single item with prices so you can see exactly what I am buying to feed our family of 6 on a monthly $500 budget. I live in Northern Indiana. You should know that going forward because that affects our prices as well as where I shop. Every week is different. You will see some Kroger trips. You will see some Walmart trips. You will see, did I do Aldi this month? I don't think I did actually. Meijer pops in there. Just a variety of trips. You will see all of those included, and I am shopping on a budget to feed our family of 6, which includes myself and my husband, and we have 4 kids ages 9, 7, 5, and 3. So the reason I am able to keep our budget as low as I do is because I have a stockpile. And that stockpile is one of the biggest sources of savings for our family, and I truly believe everyone should have one because it really allows me to shop the sales and stock up on those deals. Knowing all of that going forward, that will help you make sense of these trips and why they are so eclectic. If you have questions, stay tuned to the end or leave them in the comments because I'll be happy to answer them. All right, without any further ado, let's jump right into it and let's get to the groceries. You will see the date for each trip as well as the total for that trip at the end, and I will keep a running total in the gray box after each trip so you can see how I am using our monthly $500 budget. All right, let's get to all the groceries and stay tuned to the end. I'll share the total as well as my plans going into February. January 1st, let's start off the new year and the new month with a grocery haul at Walmart. I started for Christmas clearance and found these holiday tortilla chips for $1.12. They were half off, so I bought 6 bags for entertaining and for us to use in the coming weeks. Festive and a great deal. So like I said, 6 bags of those. The spice cake clearance was mixed into Christmas clearance, I think because it had snowflakes, I guess. I don't know. It was 92 cents. Grabbed one of those. Doesn't expire for almost a year. So grabbed one of those. And then the reindeer cupcake holders were 50 cents. I always try to stock up on those in the holidays. That was the last one I could find. My husband had requested some snacks for New Year's week and entertaining. So grabbed some pizza rolls and taquitos and then restocked our cream cheese to smoke. It was $2.86 for the 2-pack, so $1.43, which is the cheapest price I can currently find. So for all these things at Walmart, I spent $30.14 to start off the new year and the new month. January 2nd, Andy, my husband, did some shopping for me. He grabbed pork chops at Sam's Club for dinner with friends, as well as some whipped topping, a bag of coleslaw, and 3 really big cucumbers. The total for those 4 things was $30.07. And then while he was out scoring us Christmas lights on 75% clearance, he also bought us a frozen turkey breast. It was the last one. It was $2.49 a pound to try smoking on our smoker. We're super excited. So that was $16.04 at Meijer for those things. And we'll go ahead and add that now, those 2 trips, to our running total for January. January 3rd, I shopped at Kroger, stocking up on sales as well as clearance chocolate. That won't come out of my grocery budget because those were treats, and I'm putting some aside for Valentine's Day, but I'll show them to you just because I know I love a good deal and you do too. All right, milk was $2.69, almond milk $2.79, eggs were $2.69, but I had a 40-cent off coupon for the 18 large, so I grabbed 2 of those, so I was there. String cheese was $5.99, a weekly deal, as were the large blocks of cheese, $5.99. That works out to $1.50 for 8 ounces, which is definitely my stock up price. The bacon was $3.99 for the pound. Grab 1 package of that. Chicken happened to be marked down to $2.49 a pound for Tyson, just the large pack, so I grabbed 1 of those. Yogurt, Yoplait yogurt was $1.99. Applesauce cups were $1.99, and Joel Peach cups were $1.99. Restocking for lunches there, 5 applesauces, 5 peaches. The corn tortillas were actually $1.19 for 30, which was a great deal. This is a new product, and I bought it because it was part of the weekly deal at $1.99, but I got 1,000 points back on a fetch, so that basically works out to 99 cents. I had some free rewards that I had earned, so this was a free Prego sauce and a free Blue Diamond almonds. fabulous deal because that Prego would normally be $2.79 and the almonds were $4.99 for that little package. Cosmic Crisp apples were 99 cents a pound. Grabbed a clearance bag of lettuce at $1.35. And then here were my other clearance finds. There were New Year's Eve napkins for 21 cents, penny a napkin. This was for my son's stocking. It was 65 cents. Clearance Dove chocolate because it had a bow on it. It was in the Christmas section. I got it for $1.80. I always love Dove dark chocolate, so that was a great find for me. Some cups were 84 cents, just with cute dots on them. The candy canes were also for stockings, 45 cents for the Reese's, 75 cents for the M&Ms. Found these 70% off, so it was $1.50 for the hot chocolate kisses. This is our favorite kind. We all love them. I'll freeze some probably for Valentine's Day. And then for me, again, this, because it has a bow on it, normally this is $10, but it was marked down to $3, and I do love the cream, so I splurged and got that as a treat for myself. So not counting the clearance chocolate finds, but for everything else here, I spent $78.32, and we'll add that to my running total for January. January 10th, Caleb and I did a trip to Kroger, and I also had an Amazon order arrive. We'll start with the Amazon order, actually. All right, so I got jasmine rice for $2.65, a 2-pound bag. These pads were $5.08 for a 28 count container, which I can't find 14s for $2.50 anymore. Used to all the time, but that was a good deal. And then the Campbell's was the best deal. I stumbled across a deal a couple weeks ago. It just shipped. They were marked down and there was a coupon plus the 15% off. So it was $6.71 for the 10 cans, so 67 cents. Even the Walmart generic is 75 cents now. So that was a really good deal. I did also get some protein powder for $20 and a 3-pack of Coppertone Kids sunscreen marked down to $8. Those things won't come out of the grocery budget, but those were my 5 items, so I got 15% off on all those things. But for those grocery items at Amazon, it was $14.44. All right, now Kroger. So I did a couple things. Milk while I was there, eggs because we needed them. So milk was $2.69, $2.79 for the eggs, sour cream $4.99 for the 3-pound. This was the weekly deal. Arm & Hammer was $2.49, grabbed 4 of those. Apple juice was marked down to $1.99, grabbed 6 of those. That will last us about 2 months right there. I keep that on my shelf in my stockpile. Fruit Loops, $1.99, and yes, Caleb got into them as soon as we got home for a snack. Chicken, Tyson chicken happened to be buy one, get one free. So instead of $4.49 a pound, that averaged out to $2.25 a pound, which I was okay with that price. So I grabbed 2 packages while I was there. Grabbed some bread, that was $1.19 to make homemade Uncrustables. Potatoes, $1.99, and actually I had a 45% off coupon, so I think it was $1.55 for those bags, which I thought was a really good deal. Some peppers, it was a 2-pound bag for $2.99, or 1-pound bag for $2.99, but those looked really good for dinner. Found some almonds on clearance for $2.09, 10-ounce container. This is the peanut butter I love to use, and this is my tip. It's $2.19, the Kroger brand, and I love it because it is actually roasted peanuts and salt. It is the best natural peanut butter I can find, and for definitely the cheapest. Like Walmart natural peanut butter has sugar in it and a lot of other things, so this is my go-to peanut butter that I love here. So if you're looking for a good deal on that, check that one out at Kroger. And then finally, mac and cheese, the kids' favorite, 89 cents for that, restocked a little bit. All right, so for everything at Kroger then, it was $67.89. And I'll go ahead and add both the Kroger and Amazon trips to our running total for the month of January, and you'll see that now in the gray box in the corner. January 14th, my husband shopped while I was in Texas. So he grabbed a rotisserie chicken for $4.98. He grabbed a big thing of pork chops. This worked out to $1.98 a pound, which was great. We will grill some and then freeze some. A big pork butt was clearance down to $1.49 a pound, which is a great price. So he stuck that right in the freezer, thankfully. We will smoke that later. A big baggage fish sticks for $13.98. $13.98, and then ice cream for $6.98 for a 5-quart container. So for these couple things plus the rotisserie chicken, it was $54.78 at Sam's, and we'll go ahead and add that to our total now for January. January 17th, I braved the cold wind chills, negative something, I don't know exactly, and stocked up on this week's Kroger deals. Best deal was definitely 10 pounds of potatoes for $2.99. Grabbed 20 pounds. Apples were 99 cents a pound. These are about 7 pounds of Gala. Clearance salad, $1.65. I might just use it for the lettuce because it was cheaper to get the lettuce this way than to buy a head or anything there. So think outside the box when you're watching clearance. These cherub tomatoes were $2.99 for the package, but I also had a $3 off 10 produce purchase, which with the apples and potatoes that worked, so we'll call the tomatoes free. Bananas, which my son was playing with as we shopped, right there. The bacon was $4.49 for a 16-ounce package, which I thought was a good price. Bacon freezes great. If you didn't know that, it's easy to just toss right in the freezer like that. Kraft mayo was on sale for $2.99. The salad dressings, the Simply Marzetti, was actually buy one, get one free, but then I had a $1 off coupon as well. So it ended up being $4.29 for 2 containers instead of $5.29 for 1. So that was a great deal, giving that a try. Store-bought ranch, $1.49. Milk was $2.29. Almond milk, $2.49. And I bought those since they were on sale and they don't expire for a while. Just keep them in the fridge. Cottage cheese, $4.99. Apple juice, $1.99. Restocked some mac and cheese. This is my kid's favorite, the 3 cheese, and it is very good. 89 cents a box, and one of the boxes was free due to a digital coupon. And then I happened to notice that the organic cinnamon applesauce was clearanced for $1.50 for 4 pouches, which is a fabulous price. I don't know why. Expiration date was good. They had plenty of strawberry and regular, which were not clearanced, but I grabbed the only 2 packages for that price. Great deal. For everything here at Kroger that you see, it cost me $52.91 today, and we'll go ahead and add that to our running total now for January. January 18th, I did a Walmart pickup order before some snow came in. I grabbed some white bread, $1.32. 18 eggs are $2.60. Grabbed 2 of those. Grabbed the oatmeal, $1.28 a carton or 8 cents an ounce. It is actually cheaper for me to buy these smaller cartons of Mom's Best compared to the Great Value larger cartons priced per ounce. I also, while I was there, grabbed a couple cleaning things. I had grabbed a Lysol, $3.47, Suave, $1.94, still the same price, but it used to be 30 ounces, and now we're down to 22.5. Grabbed the gel, $2.14, restocked on that. These are the smaller tubes of kids' toothpaste for $1.26. Grabbed a 2-pack of cream of cheese, $2.84, so still the cheapest. This works out to about $1.40 a block, cheapest place I can find that. Some Reese's peanut butter chips, $2.57. I think the cheese breadsticks were $1.72, if I remember correctly. Those are for kids when we're out traveling at snacks. And then some frozen raspberries. This was 29 cents an ounce. This is actually the large package, 24, and it was marked down $1, so it was $6.96, which made it cheaper to buy this bag of red raspberries. I do those occasionally with oatmeal or some different things. So like to keep those in the freezer, cheaper than buying fresh. So for everything on this Walmart haul, a pickup haul, it was $41.04. And we'll go ahead and add that to our running total now for January. January 22nd, I ran in to pick up milk on my way home from school, and look at this, stumbled across a great deal. This milk was clearance to 85 cents a half gallon, which this was 7 days out, and this one's 9 days out. But because they're within, Kroger has that 10-day limit, I scored a great deal, and we will definitely drink this before then. So grab 3 half gallons, and then also this cauliflower was clearance, 2 packages already cut up, $1.35, and we are going to roast that for dinner tonight. Again, it was still 2 days out from the clearance, so another great find there. And I spent $5.25 on this trip to Kroger, and we'll add that to our running total for January. January 24th, I ran into Kroger for the new week sales because there were just a couple that I really wanted to get. 18 eggs were $1.99, which was the weekly deal, limit 5. So yes, I grabbed 5 boxes of eggs. We've been doing a lot of eggs and protein lately, my husband and I. Pretzel crisps were $1.99, normally $4.99, got them for $1.99. Grabbed 3 bags for when we have teachers or entertaining. Thought those would be great. Grapes were on sale for $1.99 a pound. Restocked cream or sour cream for $4.99 for 3 pounds. Bananas were 49 cents a pound. Avocados 67 cents each. Grabbed 2 of those. Was going to grab bacon for $3.50 until I noticed it was 12 ounces, and this one was 16 ounces marked at $3.99 on sale, so I grabbed this packet instead. Grabbed 2 of those at $3.99. Applesauce is $1.99. Applesauce cups for lunch, just 1 of those. Restocked peaches, which were on sale, $1.99 for the 4 cups, limit 5. Grabbed all 5 of those, and that was my Kroger haul this week. Not huge. I spent $46.85 at Kroger, and then I actually had ordered these on Amazon. These are poppy seeds for poppy seed chicken, and they were $6.99 for that. I need to get out to our bulk food store and restock, but for now that'll do. So for both of those trips there, we'll go ahead and add that to our gray box for January. I have about 1 week left and $55, so I'm feeling good about that, but let's see how we finish out the month. January 30th, this is my final shopping trip of the month. I went to Meijer actually for the first time this year and grabbed a couple good deals. Stacked the sales with some digital and perks coupons and scored some good deals that I'm pleased with. Capri Sun was $1.99 a box. I grabbed 4 of those. I had a coupon for a free gallon of milk that had come to my house. Of course, picked that up. Iceberg lettuce was marked to 99 cents, plus I had 40 cents off. So, we'll say it was 79 cents a head. Great price. The Mott's applesauce was $2 even, for each of those when I bought them in quantities of 2. So I bought 6 packages at $2 for school lunches. The Kleenex were on sale $4.99 for 4 boxes, plus I had an M-Perks coupon for $1 off, which took it to $3.99 for 4 boxes. Definitely a stock up price there. Needed ranch to restock our ranch at $1.99. I had bought Kroger ranch the other week, and all of the kids, including my husband, all went, "Ooh, not the same. We want Kraft." So I will skip trying to buy any other brands and stick to the Kraft Buttermilk Ranch. Is your family loyal on certain brands or flavors like that? Please tell me we're not the only ones. And then my best deal that I was super excited about, the Honey Crisp apples, 3-pound bags, are normally $8.99 it says. They were $2.99. And I grabbed 3 bags, 9 pounds of apples. I was going to grab more, but I was really watching that total to see where I ended out. So for everything on this counter here, I spent $43.32, and let's flip around and see where that takes me for the month of January. So there you have it. Those are all of my shopping trips from January. I actually ended the month at $488.04, so about $12 under budget. I feel great about that total. There actually was quite a bit of meat I bought this month. I was stocking up on some fresh produce. I bought lots of eggs, a wide variety of things, and it felt like I did a decent job stocking up on those different deals. By the end of the month, you're always kind of feeling like, okay, how much is left? Could you spend more? Of course, everyone could always spend more, but I find that having this frugal budget does allow me to feed our family well, and keeping our budget low allows me to put some of that extra money aside to other saving projects or other financial goals. Going forward into February, I am going to keep our $500 budget. But my goal is to work through our freezer. Our freezer is a little bit of a mess. It's a little crazy. I have definitely noticed that I'm coming in low on some things. Some of my meats are getting a little lower. So I just want to go through the freezer, look at everything that is in there, make a plan of what needs to be used, what I need to restock. And a lot of you said you'd be very interested in seeing that freezer tour, so stay tuned next week and I will take you along showing you what exactly is in my freezer right now as we inventory everything and use that as part of my plan going into the rest of the month. So hopefully I can supplement with those things. I will also be watching for a lot of the sales that I mentioned are on sale in February. If you haven't checked out that video, I'll leave a link to the comments because this is a great time to stock up with deals on snack foods and canned goods and cheese, as well as a lot of other items. So again, I will definitely be watching for those sales. All right, how did your January go this month? I'd love to know. Were you under budget, over budget? what were some lessons you took away from your January. And here's to February. Thanks always for joining me here. I love sharing these hauls with you. I hope you find them encouraging and that they are helpful and practical to you. If there's anything you'd like to see more of or questions you have, as always, be sure to leave them in the comments and I will get back to you. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next video.